another one of my favorite movies. Resident Evil. I know it's probably I know it's probably some of y'all out there that I don't know how many of y'all out there are Resident Evil fans, but yeah, man, I'm a big Resident Evil fan. Um, my uncle was a one, back in the early 2000s. My uncle was the one that that caused me to be a Resident Evil fan because I used to watch him. I used to watch him play Resident Evil 2 on way back on the old PlayStation, the original PlayStation, PS1 back in the day. And then over time, the more I watched him play the game, then I started playing it, and then all of a sudden, I wanted to play all the Resident Evil games. And then when they started making movies, which brings me to this right here. This was the first original uh, Resident Evil movie that came out back in 2002. 2002, a long ass time ago. Not the best Resident Evil. There's over six of these movies real life action wise, and and then you got these other ones. You got these other CGI animated ones too. They made several of those too. I'm gonna review those too whenever I get a chance to watch those again. But Resident Evil 2, but Resident Evil 1, the original. This movie's okay. This movie has Mila Jovovich. I'm pretty sure y'all might be familiar with her from. I'm gonna be honest. Like I first saw her in that movie, The Fifth Element. I don't know if y'all remember The Fifth Element. The Fifth Element with Bruce Willis. She was in that movie as well too. That's when I first saw her. But then when these Resident Evil movies started coming out, like that's when she became Mila Jovovich. She became a lot more popular in these movies because they made over six of these movies. No, not actually. Actually, they made seven of these movies. Real live. The recent reboot that came out, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all don't know about it. Only us Resident Evil fans will know. But they did a 2021 reboot. I hated it. I did not like that shit. That shit was trash. I watched it once. Haven't watched it again since. But this one right here, yeah. But this one right here, this one's alright. Mila Jovovich, plays a but pretty much plays a made up character that was never in the Resident Evil games. Her name is Alice. She was a a umbrella a agent, working for the company Umbrella. Um, and it's about a T virus. A T virus outbreak happens when one of the T viruses gets destroyed in this building, kills everybody, but then brings everybody back. Everybody's turned into a zombie or like a hideous monster and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure y'all already know this movie has people turned into zombies by the T virus that was that was exposed in that big old office building at the beginning of this movie. And there's this whatchamacallit creature called the liquor or something like that. I think that's what they call it. I know that's kind of a kind of a weird ass name to call a creature, but there's a creature called the liquor on here with like a that has a long ass tongue and has these big old ass claws or whatever like that. This movie has good action. It also has it also has y'all all know Michelle Rodriguez. Y'all know her from from the Fast and Furious franchise, whatever like that. She only played in two of these movies. She was only in this one and the fifth one, and that was it. Yeah, Mila Jovovich. Mia Jovovich and Michelle Rodriguez. Um, but yeah, pretty good, decent suspense, somewhat horror action, action thriller. This is not my favorite Resident Evil. When I rewatch Resident Evil 2, that's my personal favorite. That's my personal favorite one right there. Resident Evil 2 is my personal favorite one. When I rewatch that one again, like, man, I'm gonna definitely put together a good, thoughtful review on that one because that one is my most favorite. I think that one is the most action packed, most thrilling one out of all of them. This one right here was pretty okay. I mean, it had some good, it had some pretty good scenes. Um, Killing, and you got zombies, you got zombie dogs in here, and in the big ass mutated liquor creature, crawling around trying to, that really doesn't come until like toward the end of the movie, to be honest. But yeah, a pretty enjoyable enough movie. Not the best, but yeah, I probably give this one like a C, like a C to a like a C to a C plus because this one ain't nowhere near my favorite one. But yeah, that's my review for Resident Evil 1 2002.